Hello Oilers fans and welcome to another episode of Ask an Oiler. We're here today with the man himself, the man between the pipes, Rolly the goalie. How you doing today, Rolly?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Doing really well. Really appreciate you coming out today. We know how busy you guys are and appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, no problem. It is a busy day today. We got a couple of autograph signings, so we'll have some fun with it.
You betcha. Well, let's get right to it. This is the show where fans email questions in and we handpicked a bunch. We got hundreds of them. Handpicked a little pile of them for you here, and let's get right to them.
Okay, sounds good.
First question comes from Ahmad in Edmonton, and Ahmad asks, if you could pick another sport to play professionally besides hockey, what sport would it be?
That'd be soccer. I played semi-pro soccer growing up and had a few offers to play pro when I was in college, but decided to finish my college education, and hockey worked out.
So you've played a few sports, I think, as far as I know. Is that correct?
Yeah, I dabbled in a few, so I like to have stay active, and especially when I was younger, I try to get out as much as I can, playing different sports, and I think personally it's really helped me get me to where I am today in the world of hockey.
What about soccer? You still get any time to get out there anymore?
Not really. I coached last year. I coached 3 different teams, so it was busy, but at the same time it was fun. So I still enjoy being around it. Was supposed to try to play for a team last year, but I didn't want to take the risk of getting injured. So it's sometimes it gets a little rough. Yeah. Especially I play goal, so in soccer also. So it gets really rough down there.
Fair enough. Next question comes from Eric in St. Albert. Eric says, "Hey Rolly, who controls the music in the dressing room, and what kind of stuff gets played?"
We got a couple different people that control the music. Sheldon Surrey controls it a little bit. Puts on country, and then Dustin Penner puts on I don't know what he puts on. So it's a combination of everything. Dustin's got a wide range of music, and it's actually not too bad. There's probably about 5 or 6 songs that I can't stand, and it gets shut off pretty quickly when he puts something like that on.
Yeah, there's a big generation gap in the locker room, and I assume that would come through in the music as well.
No, most of the guys are pretty good. We have a wide range of music from country to modern stuff, so it's pretty good. It's a lot of fun, especially guys get a lot of jabs for some of the songs that they pick.
Yeah. And you yourself, what kind of music fan are you?
I like anything pretty much. Growing up, I listened to a lot of old Genesis, and now and my parents listen to country, so I'm sort of stuck in between those two.
Well, that leads perfectly to our next question from Mark in Kingston, who says, "Hey Rolly, how cool is it that Phil Collins used to be the drummer and then he's a singer for Genesis? And what is your favorite Genesis tune?"
Oh, geez, they're all good. Yeah, it's pretty great that he's one of the best drummers in the world. And when Peter Gabriel had to leave or left and went on a solo tour, for him to come in and sing for him it was just amazing. So, but I think "Supper's Ready" is probably my favorite song. It's a nice old one, and it's great.
Right on. Next question from Jordan in Calgary. Says, "I hear the team is really close with each other and with the community. You've been with different organizations, and I was wondering if the Edmonton Oilers have a distinct chemistry with each other and with the community different than other organizations. And what makes the Oilers different in that way?"
Yeah, we are really close. In Minnesota, we had a really close team also. But I think here it's just totally different. The whole community, it's a smaller community where the team is, we got the Eskimos and we got us. Once Eskimo season's over, everybody's here and all eyes are on us. And I think that's what makes, in the community, it makes us we all get out and everybody's talking to us, and they're not afraid to come up to us, which is great because you interact with everybody in the city, and it's a lot of fun, and it just brings everybody closer. And I think as a team, we just do a lot of things together. A lot of teams do that, but we just, I don't know why, but when we're going out for dinner, it's like everybody's going out for dinner, and it makes it for fun. It makes it a lot of fun, especially so we got a wide range of guys, and it just sort of brings everybody's own qualities out, and you get to know them on a more of a personal level than just in the locker room. So it's a lot of fun, and we enjoy each other's company. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, getting back to the community a bit, I know the demands on you guys are huge, and even through emails, we had dozens of emails asking if you could come out and for this or for that, and just so everyone knows, Rolly didn't even see those emails. But how do you balance all those requests and all those demands on you, knowing that that the community is so close to the organization?
Well, that's that the organization has a say of what we do and where we go and when we do it, and for me personally, I do have a couple things that I want to do, and so I just let the Patrick Garland or JJ know, and they get it all organized. Summertime, and same thing. We have a lot of charity stuff going on in my hometown, and so we try to do a lot there, and just to raise money locally for local charities. And we have a guy, point guy back home by the name of Howie Ian, who organizes everything for all of us that are from there. I think there's 7-8 of us that play pro hockey, that we all try to generate something and try to raise some money for local charities back home. So we just sort of let other guys handle it, and let them know, or they tell us when to show up, and we show up.
Yeah, and I mean, being around the league for so long, do you have a better sense of, or I guess better sense now than you did when you first started, of how important it is to be a part of the community, and how privileged you are as a player to be in this position and to give back? I mean, it seems as though the veterans have a bit of a different attitude when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, I was fortunate enough too. I went to university, and our coach my last 3 years there, and my first year, the head coach then, Bill Riley and Bruce Crowder are the names. Bruce played pro hockey, and he understood what it meant to be out in the organization, or out in the city or community, and just doing autograph signings, or just doing a little TV spot, or just out there just to shake hands and say hi to people. He understood that. So I think from college turning the pro, it wasn't any different for me. It was just a natural progression to go out and be out in the community. And yeah, the demands are a little bit greater, but at the same time, you understand what it takes and what it means to be out there. And for us players, coming off the ice and seeing little kids cheering at, and you look back and it's like, yeah, I was that kid once. And you want to make sure that you take the time to say hi, or sign an autograph, or do whatever you got to do to brighten the little guy's day up, because I know when I was there, I really appreciated the guys doing that for me.
Right on. Moving on, next question from Mary. A little bit of a lighter question. Mary from Edmonton says, if you could be another Oiler, another guy on the team for a day, who would it be and why?
I'd have to try Sheldon Surrey. I'd like to see what his metrosexual skills are all about. Maybe get a little more flair in my dress and my style. So I think Shelley would be it.
Fun to try out for a day.
Yeah, just for a day. I don't know if I can handle his rock star status. So, yeah. I'd like to try it, see what it's all about. Or, Jason Strudwick's a close second, but they're battling right now on a little rivalry thing going on. So a popularity contest is going on. So it's pretty close, but I think I'd take Shelley.
Right on. Next question comes from Cody in Morinville. Cody asks, does it hurt when you take a shot off the mask? And have you broken any masks taking shots off with the puck to the mask?
Yeah, I've broken a couple masks, just not lately. When the mask first started coming out, some cracks here and there, just hairline cracks. So nothing really major. My mask guy, Matt Garland from Pro Mask, he does a great job with my mask, and I have actually a little air bladder inside my mask, which helps cushion some of those shots, so it doesn't hurt as much. Your ears ring a little bit, but other than that, it doesn't really hurt.
Does it catch you off guard a little bit, just a shot to the face as opposed to the body? Or?
Well, yeah, it does. In practice, it does a lot more than in the game. But I got hit in Carolina this year where I didn't see it until it was right in front of me, and actually a little dent in the cage here. Yeah. Right now, that's from that that's from that shot in Carolina, and that sort of caught me off guard. But other than that, it usually doesn't hurt unless, cause it's pretty aerodynamic, so anything it sort of deflects off. So that's about the flattest part of the mask. So when you get it there, it hurts.
Yeah.
And there's that air bladder that I was talking about right here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, this works perfectly for our next question. It comes from Levi in Grimshaw, who asks, who designs your mask? And I know it's Matt Garland from Pro Mask. We've talked to him a few times on the website, and he's been great. He's been a great guy to us and answered a lot of questions. And yeah, maybe do you want to talk about that and just give a little quick tour of your mask for the folks at home?
Well, all honesty, he just designs everything. Him and a guy, Mike Myers is his name. They come up with the design and they go with it. Last year I went with a guy from my hometown, an artist from my hometown who designed it and painted it. But Matty went and wanted to do something different. So, well, obviously, for me, I don't really care what's on my mask, and it's more their artistic ability. So they obviously every time want to try and get what's big in the city. So obviously the oil cans and workers and that. So, and then only request I have is to have my boys' names on the back. So that's the only request I have, and they go full on with the mask. Yep.
Right on. Yeah, there's also there's a subtle Fraggle Rock reference that he was telling us about over here as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can get close enough to zoom in on that, Jen, but I mean, I think that's more of a Matt Garland thing than a Dwayne Roloson thing, right?
Yeah, that's all Matt, and he comes up with some neat things, and he's always wanted to do a retro mask for me. And when we went to this year, we went to the retro uniforms. He went to town on it. He took Grant Fear's old mask and painted it exactly the same way, but then he scuffed it up, put puck marks on it. Looked like he took a file to it and scraped it all up. And it's probably one of the best masks I've ever seen out there. And give him a lot of credit. He's an amazing guy to work with for me personally, and his product obviously is great. So I got all the time in the world for him and his family.
Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna show some pictures as you're talking about that on the website, so people can see that mask as well. But I mean that mask has got to be one of the coolest ones in the NHL right now, and let alone your entire kind of Grant Fuhr themed pads for the third jersey. I mean, how does it feel putting those on? Is it a cool feeling still? Do you feel anything different?
Oh yeah, you definitely feel a lot different, especially when other guys and other teams are coming up and warm up. It's like great jerseys. Oh, they look awesome. Or I'm getting texts from other people. Your gear looks awesome. So like hearing that stuff from other people, it sort of lifts you up and makes you want to go out and perform. Every one of the guys in our locker room, they know the tradition and they know all the cups, all the history and everything, and it was all in that old jersey. So it's a great honor for us to be able to wear that jersey, that's for sure.
Right on. Well, one last question we'll do from Samantha in Lethbridge. Samantha says, who would you say is the funniest guy in the dressing room?
We don't really have one. There isn't really one particular funny guy now that Matt Green's gone. So I think everybody sort of chips in and tries to keep it light as possible.
I think we asked you this question earlier in the year, and I think you answered Joey is probably the funniest.
Yeah, right now I think Joey is the funniest guy. That's one nice thing when you come in a locker room every day and you see Joey there. It's just it brings your spirits up. You just you want to do whatever you can to make him laugh and make him smile, and he does the same thing for us. So he really he's great to have around, that's for sure. And every guy in the locker room treats him like his brother.
Right on. Okay, well, Dwayne, thank you again very much for being here today. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to Edmonton Oilers to find out who our next guest will be, and email those questions in. See you later.